guys? My name is Rochelle. Welcome back to my page. If this is your first time, welcome here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and join the family. All right, today I'm going to be talking about my journey joining the 30 Club. I am officially 30. I have been 30 for about a week. And I just want to, talk about my experience turning 30, accepting the fact that I'm 30, leaving my 20s behind. So keep watching. I'm not gonna lie. The birthday blues, they hit me out of nowhere. I was sad for like a couple weeks, before my 30th birthday. And I wasn't even expecting to be sad because for me, I don't follow society's expectations. I don't pressure myself, worrying about society's expectations, but I didn't realize that those emotions would still hit me, and I was feeling a little bit, I guess, indifferent, a little bit sad that I was turning 30 and my life didn't look how society deems people's lives should look. And I just had to process those emotions and just like affirm myself and just change my mindset. But yeah, the birthday blues, they kind of hit me a little hard, like a couple weeks before my 30th birthday. Even if you don't expect it to, even if you like your life, you enjoy your life, I feel like a huge milestone like 30, the birthday blues are bound to hit you at some point. So yeah, they did hit me and it came out of nowhere. But like I said, I just did a lot of self-reflection and I realized that the only reason I was feeling sad was because I was comparing myself to society's expectations, but I don't live my life according to society's expectations. So it is what it is. I think another reason why I was sad upcoming my 30th birthday is because I had a breakup. It was actually kind of a bad breakup like 8 months ago. And I thought that that person was going to be my life partner. I thought that I was out of the dating scene and we were just going to continue growing together and continue working through our problems together. But I had to choose me. Okay. I had to just pick myself up and leave a situation that was not right for me. I don't have any regrets, for leaving that situation, but at the same time, I thought that that was my life partner. And turning 30, being single, after I thought that I found my life partner, what did also like stung a little bit, So that was another reason that I was just kind of processing like these difficult emotions and these kind of like sad emotions. One thing that really uplifted me and helped me feel good about turning 30 was celebrating my birthday with my friends in New York City. I just uploaded my New York City birthday vlog, so go check that out on my page. And it was lit. Like New York City just gave me so much life, and it just reminded me that life is for enjoying. Life is for community and making amazing memories with your friends. And that really just gave me life. Like I said, I went to the Erykah Badu concert at Afropunk. Like New York City gave me life, and that was one of my first times doing what I wanted to do for my birthday and celebrating my life shamelessly, and also celebrating my life with a community surrounded by love, with people that love me and care about me. So after I was sad, I turned up in New York City and I was good. So yes, community is important. That's another thing that I was kind of reminded of. Community is very important. After I spent New York City with my friends, I just really felt like just so loved and embraced and cared for. It just reminded me that entering my 30s, I have to continue to prioritize community and growing my community. And entering my 30s has helped me realize how important it is to prioritize your community, and build community. Like I do have a chosen family. I do have community, but I will admit for most of my 20s, I didn't prioritize my chosen family and my community. I would say in my late 20s, that's when I started to realize the importance of community and I started building my community. But now at 30, I want to even invest more time into building community so that I can continue to, pour into people and other people can pour into me and develop deep, meaningful relationships and friendships. So yes, these are just lessons that I had learned like in my late 20s. Now that I'm entering my 30s, these are just like all the confirmations that I'm realizing. Another thing that I've just been thinking about and self-reflecting about is marriage and kids because, they say, society says, especially I think in the Black community and in Africa, you should be married with kids. Well, probably not with kids, but married by like 25. By 30, you need to have at least 2 kids. I'm 30 with no kids, no marriage, single, thriving, but it still just does make me wonder, like, and not necessarily if I'm doing anything wrong, because I do enjoy my life and I do feel like I am on my path, my right path, but just wondering, like, if it is even for me. Is marriage for me? Is marriage as important as everybody says it is? Is having kids important as everybody says it is? Am I doing something wrong because I don't strongly value marriage and kids like some other people? Like, there are some people, some women that are 30 right now, and they are desperately trying to find a husband. There are some women that are 30 and they're desperate for kids. And that's not me. And it just does make me realize, like, I definitely have a different perspective than what society tells us our life should look like. And I've just really been self-reflecting, like, what do I want my 30s to look like? I do value marriage. I would like to meet my true soulmate, my true life partner, and enjoy life with them. When it comes to having kids, I know that this is going to probably be a little controversial, but I'm not desperate for kids. I don't need kids to feel fulfilled in life or to feel like to give me a purpose. Some people say they don't feel like they have a purpose and they need kids to give them a purpose. I know my purpose. And I do believe that people's purpose can be just a little bit deeper than just, popping out babies. I do think motherhood is important. It's a very important job. But it's not every woman's sole purpose. I think that I could live like a very full and impactful and thriving life living in my purpose without ever having kids. But some women genuinely don't think that that's possible. And that's just based on your life experiences. So I've been self-reflecting on that as well. I'm 30, single, with no kids, but I wake up every day with unlimited freedom and living my life the way I want to live my life, And I do think that I am in a very different position in life than a lot of women my age. So it's like when I look at women that are 30, my life looks so much different. It almost seemed, I don't know, it's just like from the outside looking in, people probably think that I'm low-key crazy because I don't want my life to look like other women's lives. But this is my personal journey. And I found my purpose in life. I found my passion in life. And I'm not ashamed to say it doesn't involve having kids. Okay. And it's taken me a while to accept that and to like be proud of who I am because society will shame you for that. But that's one thing that I've just been self-reflecting about, as I've turned 30, these last few months, these last few weeks, just defining what I want my life to look like and reassuring myself that my life doesn't have to align with society's expectations. Another thing that I've been kind of coming to terms with is the fact that, I'm glad to be out of my 20s. Like, as I've self-reflected, I realized I'm glad to be out of my 20s because being out of my 20s really makes it feel like I can leave that chapter in the past completely, 100%. It's something about stepping into turning 30 that just really makes the 20s feel like so long ago, like a completely different chapter that is 100% in the past. My 20s were rough, okay? I learned a lot of very important, very fundamental life lessons, but my 20s were not easy. It had very, very, very high highs and very, very, very low lows and everything in between. And I'm glad to leave my 20s in the past because I need to move forward. I turned my losses into lessons and now I feel like I can move forward. And like I said, just crossing the 30 milestone makes me feel like I can really leave that in the past, like for good. So I've also been realizing that, like, I was a little sad, I guess, turning 30, but now that I am 30, I am so relieved to be out of my 20s and to leave my 20s in the past. I took the lessons, I ate the meat, I spit out the bones, and it's time to move forward. So yeah, like I said, when I entered in my 30s, I also had this feeling like I was just so much wiser and I was so much more equipped to deal with life and to deal with people and interpersonal issues and to also detect BS a lot easier, especially after my last relationship in my 20s. I feel like my BS detector is on 10. Like my boundaries are on 10. I am so much more like equipped to deal with everything. And it makes me excited for the future as well because I just feel like I'm entering in with a fresh set of eyes almost. Like my 20s, I definitely had my rose colored glasses on. Like there were times where I ignored the truth or I ignored red flags or I ignored warnings because I just wanted to have a certain experience. It's like sometimes I was very naive, but sometimes I almost chose to be naive because I just wanted to go along with whatever experience I was desiring at the time. But entering my 30s, I took the rose-colored glasses off, and now I see reality a lot more clearly. And it just makes me excited for the future, knowing that I have learned and that I've evolved and that I've grown. And I'm ready to face the future like head on with this new evolution of wisdom that I have. And these are just some self-reflections that I've noticed. Comment below if any of this resonates with you or if you have, reached a milestone, whether that be 30, 40, 50. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.